We have already discussed all the Vataja Pratishaya, Pittaja, Kafaja, Sannipataja, Dushta, Raktaja, Pratishaya. Now, what we will try to do now is all the individual symptoms pathophysiology we will try to understand. For example, if NASA avarodha is there, nasal congestion is there, then what are the different causes or how the nasal obstruction will take place, that we will try to understand. So first we will have a recap of Vataja Pratishaya and then we will go for pathophysiology. See what is there in Vataja Pratishaya: Nasa avarodha, Nasa shula, Nasa toda, Shanka toda, Shira toda and Danta toda. That is, there is avarodha, there is toda in the Nasa, Shanka, Shira and Danta. Then Jala Samana Srava, the secretion will be thin and watery. Jala Samana Srava, Acha Kafa Srava, Shita Tanusrava. So the secretions are very thin. Then Mukashosha, Gala Talu, Oshtashosha, this symptom is there. Then Swarabheda or Swarasanga is there. Repeatedly there will be sneezing, some Shiroroga and a feeling of creamy, as if creamy are moving around the eyebrows. This symptom will be there, and Chirapaka, Paka will be delayed. So these are the symptoms of Vataja Pratishaya again. Now what we will try to do is individually each and every symptom pathophysiology we will try to understand so that it will help us in treatment. Now what is Nasa avarodha? Nasa avarodha is nothing but nasal congestion. There is difficulty in breathing, there is difficulty in respiration, inspiration and expiration, there is difficulty. Now when this can occur? This can occur because if there is any inflammation is there, like allergic rhinitis, non-allergic rhinosinusitis, any inflammation is there, actual swelling is there, or there is some physical outgrowth is there. It can be a DNS, it can be some physical obstruction, not necessarily outgrowth, some physical obstruction is there. Even foreign bodies may cause a nasal obstruction. So some polyps may be there. So that is causing the Nasa avarodha or obstruction to the airways. Then next is modulation of sensory perception. We have already discussed Vataja Pratishaya signs and symptoms. Now already Nasa avarodha according to modern pathophysiology we have discussed. So Nasa avarodha can be because of some inflammation is there. Inflammation can be because of allergy, non-allergy, rhinosinusitis. So different inflammation is causing the inflammatory mediator to release, and those inflammatory mediators are causing the inflammation. So that leads to, that is venous engorgement, increased nasal secretion and tissue swelling. So actually some swelling is occurring there in the tissues, nasal tissue, and that is causing the difficulty in air entry. Or there can be some physical obstruction like nasal polyp or deviated nasal septum. Or there can be some modulation of the sensory perception. So modulation of the sensory perception is because of the irritation at the sensory efferents. So here some inflammation is occurring, and this is generating the signals, and though there is no swelling, the patient feels that there is swelling. So that is because of sensory modulation. So next symptom is what we will see is Tanusrava, or Vacharya have told about Acha Kafasrava Sheetasrava. This is also Vataja Pratishaya symptom according to Charaka Sushruta Vagbhata. Now what is this Tanusrava? How secretion becomes more watery? See, mucus is made up of 95% water only. So other 5% is all other contents. So what makes the mucus thick? Or if that material is not there, how that then the mucus becomes thin? So that is nothing but mucins. So mucins are secreted by the goblet cells. You can see the goblet cells here. So goblet cells secrete the mucin. So what is mucin? It is made up of carbohydrate and proteins. So they make the mucus thick. So what we are discussing, Vataja Pratishaya, it is a Apatarpanajanya Roga. So if carbohydrate protein containing mucins are less, then mucus will become thin and watery. So next symptom is after Tanusrava, Vataja Pratishaya, next symptom is Gala Talu Oshta Shosha. So if as we all know, our mouth is not made for breathing. Nose moistens the air, it humidifies the air, but mouth cannot do this. So when the person, there is congestion in the nose, there is some either by swelling or by sensory modulation, there is a congestion in the nose, then the person will be breathing through mouth. So it may cause Gala Talu Oshta Shosha, dryness of all these structures. Next is Vataja Pratishaya symptom is Kshavatu, that is sneezing. Now how sneezing is there? How sneezing occurs? Sneezing is provoked by foreign bodies in the anterior parts of the nose, which stimulates the H1 receptors of the trigeminal C fibers. So trigeminal nerve C fibers are what? They are slow conducting fibers. So when these are stimulated, it causes sneezing. So where these fibers are situated, how it is stimulated, what else may happen? So with the help of the next figure, we will try to see. See what happens. This is what you can see is mucosal mast cell. See mucosal mast cell, here all mucous membrane is there, all other cells are situated here. So when these mucosal mast cells are stimulated, so any irritant is there, they are stimulated, they will release the histamine. So when histamine is released, what will happen? Trigeminal nerve, sensory nerve, the C fibers, that will be stimulated, and then that will cause the stimulation of the seizing center, and it will cause sneezing. Now actually this not only this happens, but the same fibers, they also stimulate the secretion center. They in turn stimulate the mucosal glands, and there will be hypersecretion. So sneezing, whenever this mucosal layer is there, this mucosal layer, some irritant came, irritated mucosal mast cell, secreted histamine, slow nerve fiber, slow conducting C fibers, they are stimulated. They not only cause the sneezing center to stimulate, and then the sneezing is there. Not only this, but they will be stimulating the secretion center also. So mucosal glands will also be stimulated, and there will be hypersecretion. Not only this, see the same histamine, what it can cause, it can also act on the vessels. So there will be exudation and edema, and it can cause the congestion. So this is Nasa Avarodha, this is Kshavatu, and this is nothing but hyper excessive secretion is there, Nasa Srav. So to this set of symptoms only Charaka gives the chikitsa. See what should be done. For that Charaka gives the chikitsa. Next Vataja Pratishaya symptom is Todayan, Shanka, Shira and Danta. Infection and inflammation of the sinuses can cause pressure in the forehead and temples. See, this is the nothing but Shanka and Shirashula. So pain is because of infection and inflammation. Now what about Dantashula? Dantashula, reasons often presenting as orificial pain. Dantashula, orificial pain. Complaining is because of the pathology of sinuses, salivary gland, ears, eyes, throat, mandibular and maxillar bone. So all these pathologies may exhibit as orificial pain, right? Sinuses also may cause Dantashula, right? So there is some inflammation is there that can cause all these types of pain. Now another symptom is there according to Vagbhata, feeling of creamy are moving around the eyepost, feeling as if creamy are moving around the eyepost. So how a person can feel this? This is nothing but some paresthesia symptom. Whenever a nerve root is inflamed, whenever a nerve root is not necessarily nerve root, any nerve is irritated or inflamed, then what will happen? It will generate signals. So new signals are going to the brain. So patient feels that some tingling sensation is there, some cold thing is there. So patient may feel something very new. So that is nothing but paresthesia. So here Vagbata is telling that feeling of creamy or moving around the eyebrows. That is because of the whatever the cold flu infection is there, that is causing the inflammation, and that is irritating the nerves, so which is the cause of paresthesia. Now next symptom is swarasada. So what is this swarasada? Hoarseness of voice. See, according to modern pathology, hoarseness of voice can be because of allergens. They themselves can irritate and inflame the vocal cords. So when their vocal cords irritated and inflamed, they become stiff. So swarasada will be there. Whenever the vocal cords become stiff, yes, they may cause hoarseness of voice. Even when the person is congested, the stuffed nose is there, then this can make the person difficulty in breathing. So person will start breathing through the mouth. So this will cause the dry air to go through the vocal cords, which can cause the vocal cords to stiffen and inflame, and it can cause hoarseness of voice. So the same thing, this is the also is there in the side effect of antihistamine. So antihistamines dry up the mucus in the body, which then helps relieve congestion. It also dries up the layer of the mucus that protects the vocal cords. If vocal cords are dry, they can stiffen or inflame, which can make the voice raspy.